Morning, everyone. My question for you today is, are you still in the dark? Are you still living and working in darkness? Our verse is Romans 13:12. The night is far gone, the day is at hand. So then, let us cast off the works of darkness and put on the armor of light. As believers, we have God's light in our hearts. And that is a reality that sometimes we have to remind ourselves of because, crap happens and we don't always act like that is true. We frequently act like literally there's a whole lot of crap inside of us, and that's, what's coming out. And it's not something we're happy about. It's not something we want to have, but it's part of, it's part of that sin nature that we, unfortunately, in this life cannot 100% get rid of. But at the same time, do you have some bad habits or behaviors that are no longer serving you? So, is there particular things that you're doing that are, effectively shooting yourself in the foot? That can come in a lot of shapes and sizes, and you may have had something just pop into your head when I said that. If you didn't, take some time and stop and think about it, because there's probably something. Even if it's small, that isn't really serving you that you're doing. And obviously, on this program, we talk a lot about health, and so a lot of the bad habits that we talk about are eating. How much, what kind of things we're eating. Uh, you know, just our ways of being around food. Uh, and how are we using it as a crutch? Are we using it to numb out? Um, are we in rebellion around what we eat? Are we eating things that we know aren't serving us? So those are, some examples, in a more health-related thing area. You can, of course, also, think of it in terms of physical movement. Are you moving your body? Or are you in the habit of not doing it? Everything is habits. I spent a lot of years not doing a lot of different things because I had never created that habit of doing them. Whether that's Bible reading, quiet time, um, exercise. Uh, there are things that are habits that can serve us and improve our health, just make life better all around. And I want you to think about that. Are there some things like that? And I want to encourage you to put them off, as our verse said. Put them away from you. And instead, clothe yourself in God's light. So, my call to action for you today is to ask God to shine into the darkest corners of your life, where all those behaviors and habits are hiding, and ask Him to show you what it is that you are ready now to change, and that God is telling you now is the time. And He is more than happy through the Holy Spirit to guide you and help you find those things. He is very good at that. So all you need to do is ask. And lots of times you don't even have to ask. He'll hit you over the head with something. But If you go into the conversation with that intention, you will see something. It may not happen in a minute, it may take a little bit longer, but if you ask the question, you will get the answer. So today I wanted to wrap us up with an appropriate song, and the one that came to mind based on the light and dark and things that we were talking about in here was Shine, Jesus, Shine. So let's finish us off with singing that. Lord, the light of your love is shining in the midst of the darkness shining. Jesus, light of the world, shine upon us. Set us free by the truth you now bring us. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with the Father's glory. Blaze, Spirit, blaze. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river, flow. Flood the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. Lord, I come to your awesome presence, from your shadows into your radiance. By the blood I may enter your brightness. Search me, try me, consume all my darkness. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with the Father's glory. Blaze, Spirit, blaze. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river, flow. Flood the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. As we gaze on your kingly brightness, so our faces display your likeness, ever changing from glory to glory. Mirrored here, may our lives tell your story. Shine on me. Shine on me. Shine, Jesus, shine. Fill this land with the Father's glory. Blaze, Spirit, blaze. Set our hearts on fire. Flow, river, flow. Flood the nations with grace and mercy. Send forth your word, Lord, and let there be light. So go out into the world and show God's light to those around you. Post a comment in the feed below if God really shares something that you feel called to share with us. And I will see you again next week. See you then.